Leo, it's your girl Merch, the big body girl. Run tell them, the big body high priestess. Somebody come see this. I just popped in to pick your brain, Leo, to see what's going on with you. See what messages Spirit has for you. First off, you know, I feel like you need to really cleanse your space in a real way. In a way that you have not been. I feel like you've gotten that message. You need to cleanse your space, cleanse the people around you. I feel like you're under psychic attack. You're getting attacked psychically. A lot of things that you're thinking are not your own thoughts. You're also running out of time for something before you have to do something, get something done. You better get on it. You're aware of this, though. I also feel like you're eating shit you got no business eating, Leo. I feel like a lot of love is lost. Someone, you lost love for someone, or someone lost love for you. Heavy on the someone lost love for you. I don't feel like you lost love for someone else, and you just feeling this way. Also, you might not feel the most beautiful or the best about yourself, and a lot of this is a projection from someone else. Someone wants you to feel this way. They're sending you psychic attacks. They're not happy for your success. You feel really left out in the cold, really put on the back burner. You're the last person I'm doing, right? You're the last sign that I'm doing. I feel like this is twice in a row. This wasn't even on purpose. Yeah, I don't know that I pray and I shuffle and I ask Spirit who's coming out next. Whatever sign comes out is a sign that I do, that I read. Leo, you are last for a second time. You're putting yourself on the back burner. You're putting everybody else before you. You're putting everything else before you, before taking care of yourself, your own self-care in a real way. I'm hearing that. Meanwhile, I feel like, you know, you're doing this because you don't feel the strongest, the most mature emotionally. You need to mature emotionally in a real way, in a way that you have not been. You need to adjust in a way that you have not been. There's something going on. I have you on the throwing fucking temper tantrums, yo. Temper tantrums in a real way. Acting like a real biatch for some of you. Is that what I said? I don't give a fuck. I don't even feel like it's more feminine or masculine. You're acting like a real biatch. Pick what side you're on. You need to check your attitude, yo. Feel like you're snapping at the wrong people, you're doing the wrong things, you're taking your anger out on the wrong people, or someone is doing this to you. Let's get into prayer, because I don't have all night. I'm running out of time. I have to do something. You're running out of time. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, spirit guide, spirit animal, source guide, universe. Thank you so much for my Leos. Thank you so much for their life. Please allow me to tap in with my Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node to pick their brains to see what messages you have for them at this time. Please protect this space from any negative energies and only allow energies of love and light to enter. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. I feel like you have done so much to get yourself where you need to be into alignment, and now you're in alignment, or you took all the steps necessary to get yourself in alignment, and now you're second guessing. Now you're moving backwards. Now you're doing things, you know. Also, I feel like you were waiting for something to fail. You think something is gonna fail. It will not fail. Something can bring you a lot of joy, or something that has failed, it was actually meant to bring you a lot of joy. Something failed that brought you a lot of joy, and you need to go back for it. You need to fix it. You need to get it back. You need to find your joy where you failed to keep your joy about something. Keep yourself lighthearted about something. Seek to to be excited. Seek to be surprised. Dare to be surprised. Can I have a card for my Leos? Spirit. I got 2. Take time to breathe out. Adjustments are required. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. Adjustments are required. You know, whatever it is right now. Fiery climax approaches full moon in Aries. There could be an Aries that you have had it up to here with, or you're about to, explode on, or is about to explode on you, or you have released, or you need to release. I'm hearing energetically. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. There's somebody who is with, it could be a Leo who is with an Aries and needs to put this person behind in order to gain their confidence, or need to gain confidence within themselves and stop depending on this Aries. I'm hearing, because that's what's blocking you and your abundance. That's what's blocking your abundance. Goddess of abundance, divine, let me thrive, let fortune be mine. Also, you're just not taking the action the way that you need to. You know, being honest about what you need to, being really passionate about what you want, going for what you want. You know, your new beginning. There could be a Taurus feminine who's really upset, not feeling you right now, because Taurus is here at the bottom of the deck in reverse, and my Taurus daughter's in there acting up. There needs to be something that you need to be studying for. You need to be studying right now. You need to figure out what the fuck that is if you're not doing that, Leo. What is it? What do you need to be studying for? What do you need to be doing? What do you need to learn more about in order to, some of you don't feel like you're qualified to do something that you are qualified to do. And if you don't feel like you're qualified to do it, you need to study more, get more information about whatever this is. Figure out how you can become more well-versed, I'm hearing. Magical powers, because you fucking have them in a real way. Nobody's pulled this. I don't think anybody's pulled this. I weave and clear, I cast and know. Magic's secrets to me now show. I don't think anybody else pulled this. Then authenticity in reverse. Who? Somebody definitely pulled that. Someone wasn't being authentic. I don't know who this is. Can't remember who it was, but somebody definitely pulled that. Someone might have pulled the magical powers too, but I'm not sure. You are definitely magical as fuck. You need to use your powers. You need to use your magical powers. Use your magic in a way that you haven't been, Leo. You know, you haven't been feeling like the best version of yourself, so you haven't been using your magic. Or you lost someone, you left someone who was really magical. Someone who brought the magic out of you. New beginning. To have a new beginning with someone else. Or someone left you, someone who was really magical left you, left your life to go have their new beginning. They left you behind. They might not have been so graceful when they did it. It might have been an ugly breakup when it happened. Meanwhile, authenticity is in reverse. It wasn't truthful. It wasn't supposed to happen this way. Excuse me. It wasn't supposed to happen this way. You weren't being honest when you let this person walk out of your life. You weren't being honest when you got rid of this person. You were just trying to keep the peace in your life. Meanwhile, it caused more problems between the two of you. Somehow, I'm hearing you were trying to keep the peace, but you caused more problems. For some of you, you were trying to be honest with somebody, and you thought it was going to get you somewhere. You would get something, or you would be able to put it all on the table, and y'all could move forward. And it did not work that way. You know. Meanwhile, you've been able to find a bunch of joy or manifest a bunch of joy, or you will. You have and don't know this. For some of you, you're not fucking sleeping. You need to sleep. You're not sleeping. You're not sleeping. A lot of this too. This is blocking your abundance too. You need a good night's rest in order to be able to function the way that you need to during the day. You know, you don't sleep rest. You don't sleep well. You're being very, 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 very wild, very careless, very foolish. For a lot of you, you have a whole baby in your stomach. You need to fucking sleep. You're growing a baby. You have a baby. You could have a baby with someone who didn't want to have a baby with you. You could have a baby with someone who isn't moving towards you. You could have a baby with someone who feels that you could be having a baby and someone else feels that it should have been theirs. I'm hearing. Someone feels that you're having a baby with the wrong person, or you are having a baby with the wrong person. Or some of you went to explore to go get some other penis and you got pregnant by someone else, or you had to go explore and settle somewhere, sign a contract, go into business with someone else, someone that you didn't want to. Death card in reverse. Could have gone into business with a Scorpio, have to communicate with a Scorpio that you don't want to work with, or you don't work well with. Meanwhile, I feel like that energy popped up. I feel like your energy popped up in Aries reading. Yeah, hell yeah, it did. But you're at odds with an Aries, and it popped up in Scorpio's reading where you're kind of at odds with a Scorpio, and you need to work on this. You can, y'all should. There's a lot of love here. There's two lovers, you know, who need to stop being cruel to each other or have been cruel to each other in the past, have a history of being cruel to each other, need to stop, need to make it work in a way that it hasn't, need to explore what their relationship would be like if they stopped being cruel to each other, because abundance is blocked. Again, in reverse, you're being defeated by something. You're being defeated by something. You're blocking your wealth, your generational wealth. You're breaking generational curses. There's something standing in the way of that. Or you're expecting something to be standing in the way of that. Meanwhile, I don't feel like there is. I don't feel like there will be, you know, but it's up to you. You know, a shift in perspective is really required, because your perspective, the way that you're thinking, man. Also, you're having psychic attacks. Someone is sending you psychic attacks that popped out that is affecting your thinking. You're letting someone else's thoughts. Someone is seeing you so successful, and you're letting other people's thoughts that you can't maintain it. That you'll be back. You won't get it right. That there'll be problems. There'll be conflict. You'll be hurt. You'll get into it. You know, you'll lose your husband. He'll leave you. I just heard for some of you, you're dealing with an Aquarius, or this was an Aquarius that is wishing this on you. You know that this person that a masculine will leave you, or nobody will ever want you. I feel like if you're a feminine energy, if you're a feminine Leo, there's a masculine somewhere praying that your marriage doesn't work. that your marriage doesn't work, that your husband leaves you, or that if you left this person, they're praying that you never find love again. Heavy on the masculine energy, praying that a feminine energy doesn't find love, doesn't heal, that no one ever loves her, wants her, that she doesn't find, right, that she doesn't gain everything that she was supposed to go gain. Meanwhile, she does. What she does, the moment she invests in herself, the moment she gives herself this father of earth energy, really gives herself something stable, he fucking shows up, the universe manifests him. As soon as she manifests the stability that she wants in herself, the love that she wants in herself, pours to herself unapologetically, makes her money the way she needs to unapologetically, and transforms in places that she didn't want to transform, or transforms relationships or connections, or sacrifices people that she didn't want to sacrifice, where there wasn't things that weren't growing, so that she could have things grow somewhere else. The moment that she does that and stop being reckless with her life, you know, puts the levers on the back burners, and puts that love in herself. Also, the moment she walks away from a Gemini who was being really cruel and wasn't going to stop, you know, that she was only fucking with because she was passionate about him. The moment she stops doing these things and lets it go, you know, she starts to gain abundance in the way that she hasn't. She's blocking her own abundance. She's blocking her own abundance. But for a lot of you, you walked away from people, and you walked away from all of this already, and you walked away from these people, and you were gaining abundance, and these people are projecting onto you where they do not want you to be abundant. You went off onto a new journey. You're starting on a new journey, and it may not be perfect. It may not be. There may be illusions that you didn't see through, you, or where someone manipulated you, you didn't see, but you're grateful for where you are, and you're adjusting no matter what, or you will be adjusted. You're gonna get there, and you're gonna see that, you know, it's not everything that you wanted, or, you know, you're not completely happy with it, you're not completely in love with it, you might not love it at all. There might be some things that are really hidden that's going to be out, that are going to come out, but overall, you're going to find joy. Ooh, joy popped out here twice. Joy is here, and joy is here. You understand? You're going to have joy where you're worried about not having joy in your life. You will absolutely have joy in your life. You're worried about being discomfort, you being uncomfortable. You're worried about losing someone. You're worried about having grief, having heartache. You're worried about something interfering with your money, your business. You know, like, yo. Meanwhile, man, you are showing up for yourself, communicating in a way that you haven't been. You know, there's nobody controlling your life your way. You are the boss. You are in charge. You know, you can kill whatever you need to kill, man. There's also, like, yo, these obsessive energies, these possessive energies, man, these addictive energies, these devil energies. You know, you gotta fight them off. Also, there's a fire sign masculine who's really angry with you, like angry with you, and I'm not sure why. I feel like it's because you're doing so well. You're doing so well without him. Because you were able to go venture off and do things that he is afraid to do. He doesn't know how he has to balance. Also, you know, he's aware now where he didn't give what he should have emotionally, where he really fucked himself over by not giving where he should have, and now, you know, he failed. It's too late. Someone has made a whole total change of course. Someone has moved on in a real way. Someone has moved on from this connection, has gone somewhere else to seek knowledge that she used to seek from him. You know, went to go find herself outside of this connection. Went to go find herself outside of this world, I'm hearing. Found out that the world is bigger than him. Father of fire in reverse. Someone is really angry. Mother of fire is out here too. Upright. This is definitely a soul connection. This is definitely a pair. They're not talking to each other. This masculine could be very upset that he can't impress this feminine anymore. There may be another feminine in the picture that you have something stable with, that he has something stable with, and that's why he couldn't do anything with this fire sign, this mother of fire. But I feel like there's a feminine energy that he wanted to keep under his thumb, even though he wasn't going to commit to. Someone he's really angry with, he's not going to call a truce to. This could be a fire sign. This could be a masculine Leo who really brought destruction to a relationship, the way that, you know, or you know, feels that a relationship is dead in the water. Dead, I'm hearing. Feels like that relationship is dead. Feels like it's too much of a struggle, that they would have to struggle with this person or with this feminine energy. Meanwhile, I think this is all about not wanting to be questioned, wanting to have control, wanting to not be questioned about where they were wrong. where they do things that are wrong, things that are immature, things that make them really stubborn, where they're really out of control, where this is all because they don't feel in control, so they do things to make other people, right, to, you know, you don't feel any in control anymore. This Emperor is pissed off. Emperor is in reverse. Heavy Aries energy. An Emperor is pissed off where, you know, where they can't control you anymore, so they're not moving towards you. Towards you, Leo. You're the sun. Meanwhile, you're the sun, you know. They're not happy without the sun. He's just not. He's defeated, you know, and he's only deceiving himself. Deception. There can also be an Aquarius who's only deceiving themselves, you know. Could be a feminine Aquarius, a woman. You know, was deceiving yourself about where you thought somebody was less emotionally stable than you, and you were unsuccessful. It's a masculine energy. Thought that a feminine was dumber than him, or didn't know, wasn't wise, wasn't as intuitive as she actually is, wasn't as emotionally mature as she is, wasn't emotionally stable the way that she had become emotionally stable. Maybe she wasn't in the beginning, but she grew to be this way, and she is successful. There's a Leo who is successful in a way that other people don't want her to. You know, where she is successful in moving somewhere that she doesn't want to move to. She wanted to be somewhere else, but she ended up somewhere else, and she is choosing not to be disappointed, or she need not be disappointed when it's revealed to her. Also, someone's going to be disappointed when they find out. A masculine is going to be disappointed when they find out that a feminine energy is pregnant. That a feminine energy is pregnant. Could be someone who is younger than him. Could be someone who is younger than him, but not necessarily. Or for some of them, he has a daughter, and he's going to have another daughter. He's about to have 2 daughters. For some of you, there is a masculine, a fire sign, a Leo, who's about to have 2 daughters. He could feel like a very old man already, which is hilarious. He doesn't know how this is going to work. He's received news about this. Someone has moved on, and they're no longer working together. Someone has powered through. Someone has gained their power, gained their strength in a way that a masculine wasn't expecting them to. I feel like the masculine energy used poor judgment, or you're thinking about where you use poor judgment, and now your communication is blocked somewhere, you know. And where you really want to talk to somebody, you're also very emotional about it, and you feel like, you know, you and this person are not going to know each other for a very long time the way you expected each other to. Meanwhile, this relationship brought you a lot of abundance, and you need to explore the possibilities in a way that you haven't before. You know, brought you a lot of happiness, a lot of abundance, and you need to explore that. You need to go find this person, this Leo. Brought you a lot of strength, wheel of fortune. You'll be up, and stop mind fucking yourself or overthinking this in order to be right. More Leo energy, victory. You will have success. You will win in a way that you haven't won before, man. Way that you haven't won before. For some of you, you have won. You have successfully gotten someone pregnant. You will be successful in having a child. For some of you, you are worried that the mother will not live, that the child will live. For some of you, the child will live, and you're not sure if the mother will live. I feel like that energy came up in Scorpio's reading. You don't know if the mother will be okay, or you're gonna have a child with somebody, and you're excited to have a child with them, but you do not want to be with them. You want to co-parent with them, but you do not want to be with them. For some of you, you didn't even want to have the second child, but you don't mind having the second child with them, but you don't want to be with them. You want to co-parent with them. For some of you, you don't feel like you're having a child with somebody you don't feel like is a good mother, or you don't feel like the best mother, and you're having another child. For some of you, you were worried about whether or not this Leo will live, whether or not she will survive childbirth. Or this Leo is worried about whether or not she will survive childbirth. Or this is something that is known to everybody. Also, for some of you, you were having a spiritual baby, and you don't know, how it's going to turn out. You're doing this blind, like any other woman who goes through pregnancy, You don't know what's going to happen, You're doing something, you're moving, you're starting something up. You can physically feel it in your body. It's stressing you out because, you're almost there. You're near, close. You're close to giving birth, to having what you want, getting what you want, completing the task, I'm hearing, crossing the finish line. I don't know what this is. Anyway, that's your reading. I'm finally done with all the signs for this series. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, Leo. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. If you feel called to do so, to give me a donation, they're greatly appreciated. You'll find the links to my Cash App, my PayPal, and my Venmo in the description box. Also, you'll find a link to my IG page at the Big Body High Priestess, where you'll find daily check-in videos over there. Also, you'll find a link to the Priestess, the Mage, and the Wayfinder, which is a spiritual business run by me, my husband, and my mom. We have an IG page at priestess.mage.wayfinder. The link is in the description box. I have 3 of our conjure oils in front of me. I'll show them to you. I'm charging them on my altar individually. This is our Queen Prosperity altar that I'm charging with a tiger's eye crystal. Our Queen Prosperity oil comes in 2 ounce and 1 ounce. I have our Love Runneth Over conjure oil in front of me. This comes in 2 ounce, 1 ounce, and 10 millimeter roll-on. I'm charging that with a rose quartz here on my altar. And then I have our Wild High Priestess oil charging in front of me with an amethyst. This Wild High Priestess oil is modeled after yours truly. This is our psychic awareness divination oil, your empowerment, dominance, healing trauma in your DNA, speaking up, speaking your truth, man. This is a powerful oil, you know, that I took my time with in a real way. That comes in 2 ounce, 1 ounce, and 10 millimeter roll-ons. We have a bunch of things. We have spiritual bath sachets. Our Love Runneth Over spiritual bath sachet. Our prosperity, our Cream Prosperity spiritual bath sachets. We have healing crystal collars for your familiars, for your cats and your dogs, for different healing purposes. We have all types of crystal oils that my mom makes for different healing purposes. We have zodiac oils, crystal packs, zodiac crystal packs. Our Fire Fidat protection oil. Mommy. Yes, baby. Juice? Yeah. Where's your juice? I just had it. I'll find your juice right now. Anyway, go check us out over there. I love you so much, Leo. It's your girl, Merce, the Big Body Benz. Run tell them, the Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. Peace.